Yesterday afternoon, social media was abuzz when an unpublished interview with actress Katrina Balfe went viral on Twitter and Instagram. In the 5-minute clip, her eyes were red, her voice was hesitant and full of emotion. Katrina broke the hearts of millions of Outlander fans when she exclaimed, "Loving Sam Heughan was the biggest mistake of my life." That statement was like a time bomb destroying the perfect image of love between the two that fans had cherished for so long. A love that seemed immortal, a deep connection that was both artistic and private, called great chemistry. But now when that video was revealed, everything seemed to have changed completely. Behind those tears was an untold story according to the production team of the show. Behind the silence, the interview was recorded more than 8 months ago when Katrina was going through the most sensitive period of her life. That was when rumors of her divorce from Tony McKill, her legal husband, began to spread. At the same time, the moments together between Katrina and Sam also gradually became less frequent on social media. In the video, Katrina clasped her hands tightly, sobbing. "I used to think that if you love someone, but can't be open, can't be true to yourself, then that's a sacrifice for art. But then I realized it's just a trade-off that I have to endure. I love Sam, and I've never hidden that from myself. But in return, the long silence, the distance between real life and the film set has exhausted me." The reporter gently asked, "So do you regret loving him?" A stifling silence filled the room. Then Katrina nodded, her voice hoarse. "Yes. I regret it, because that love made me lose direction, lost the person I thought would be with me for the rest of my life. Sam never promised anything. He lives for the present, and I live for the future." Immediately after the clip went viral, thousands of fans rushed to Sam Heughan's personal page to seek feedback. In response, the usually secretive actor only posted a story with a black background. "I respect the past, but I don't live in it." A short but meaningful statement deeply divided the fan community. Some people thought that Sam denied his feelings for Katrina. Others believed that he kept silent to protect her, like he had for many years. On major forums such as Reddit and Tumblr, fierce debates erupted with hot topics such as "Katrina deserves to be loved," or "Sam is just selfish." But many people also believe that Katrina is using the media to blame her ex, while she herself kept the relationship a secret for many years. A loyal fan wrote, "I love both of them, but if Katrina says it was the biggest mistake of her life, something very painful must have happened. No one would say that without going through a terrible mental shock. The love was never named and ended painfully. If the feelings between Sam and Katrina were real, as she said, it was never made public, nor denied or confirmed. There were only glances exchanged on set, secret hugs behind the scenes, and almost natural chemistry in every frame." Now, when Katrina herself admits that it was a mistake, perhaps fans must also accept a painful truth. Not every beautiful love story has a happy ending. Before ending the interview, Katrina looked straight into the camera, her eyes dry of tears. "I don't hate Sam. I know he loves me too in his own way. But sometimes love is not enough. We were born to touch each other, to create great things on screen, but not to belong to each other in real life." That sentence seemed to close a chapter of lost love which fans have followed, hoped for, and waited for more than a decade. The story is still ongoing, but has the love of these two really ended? Only time, and they themselves will have the answer. After the shocking video went viral, Katrina almost disappeared from social networks. No posts, no interactions with fans, and unusual silence from someone who was once friendly and close. Perhaps this silence was necessary, because behind the broken love story, behind the halo of film premieres and prestigious awards, Katrina was left alone. An anonymous source revealed that after the interview, Katrina wrote a handwritten letter of more than 4 pages, intending to send it to Sam Heughan, but then burned it. In a leaked text message believed to be taken from the letter, the touching line reads, "Sam, I used to think we were an imperfect but inseparable couple. But maybe because we were imperfect, We couldn't find common ground. I waited for you in places you would never go. If one day you think of me, please remember that I loved you with all my heart. Even though I was wrong, I am not ashamed of that love." Fans expressed deep sympathy for Katrina. Many reshared old photos of the two on the set of Outlander. Their eyes filled with love, gentle touches, and intimate laughter, as if preserving beautiful memories amid the fierce media storm. Meanwhile, Sam has remained silent, with no official response other than the previous mysterious story, making many people curious whether he has anything else to say or is just trying to preserve the image of both. A famous PR expert in London commented, "Sam is in a passive position. If he says anything too soon, it will be easily misunderstood as blaming. But if he continues to be silent, his image will also be affected. This is an extremely sensitive situation. Sometimes the best choice is to wait for the right moment, to say less, but right." Tony Mackle, the man left behind, became the center of attention when many people mentioned him in the ambiguous story between Katrina and Sam. Tony always kept himself hidden. Rarely appeared in the media, almost disappeared from the spotlight. An old friend of Tony revealed, "Tony really loves Katrina, but he knows he cannot compete with a brilliant and mysterious star like Sam Heughan in real life." He once said, "I didn't marry an actor. I married a woman, but she chose to live like a character in a movie." That share quickly went viral and sparked a new debate. Was Katrina fair to her husband? Was her leaving the relationship a truly courageous act? At the age of 45, Katrina Balfe is facing deep wounds, not only in love but also from public opinion and unfulfilled dreams. A colleague commented, "Katrina is not a weak person. She is just a very emotional person. She loves deeply and wholeheartedly. When things don't go her way, she collapses, and no one can pull her back. However, there are still signs that she is gradually finding herself again." Katrina's latest photo at a resort in Italy shows her going alone without elaborate makeup. Her eyes are no longer as sad as before. Was loving Sam the biggest mistake of Katrina's life? Or is it just a weak statement when disappointment overshadows the beautiful years we once had? Only Katrina can answer when she is truly at peace, looking back on the past without tears. Because sometimes the things that hurt us the most are also the most wonderful things we have ever had in life. Time passes, but the echoes of the love story between Katrina and Sam are still like hidden waves that cannot be quieted in the hearts of fans. There are days when the veil of mystery seems to want to be lifted, when brief moments, fleeting glances on the set are dug up, analyzed down to every gesture, every glance. But behind the halo and applause on the red carpet, there are hidden corners that only they understand. Many people begin to wonder, can a beautiful love on screen exist in real life when each person has their own dreams, secret pains, and invisible barriers? Not stopping there, the stories surrounding Tony Mackle, the man who silently suffered behind Katrina, have made public opinion even more chaotic. Can he really accept that the woman he loves chooses to live in the shadow of a role? Or is he also struggling with loneliness and disappointment, which no one knows about? Meanwhile, Sam Heughan still keeps a silent distance, but it can be felt that he is also going through a complicated internal battle. There are times when people see him quietly, alone in the gym, his eyes looking far away and full of mood. A few close friends reveal that Sam is trying to find a balance in life between fame, career, and personal values that are not easy to let go of. The love story between Katrina and Sam is not only the story of two people, but also a reflection of the difficulties that many famous people have to face when the truth and image are distorted by curiosity, when private things are discussed, and when love is not simply two hearts finding each other, but also a struggle with external pressure. Now, as Katrina slowly finds herself again, and Sam tries to rebuild what was lost, fans still hope that one day they will witness not only great roles on screen, but also a true story of a love that heals and matures. Because no matter what, love is still the most magical power, even though sometimes it has to go through the deepest wounds to be able to rise and shine brighter than ever. Time is not only a healing medicine, but also the greatest challenge for broken hearts. Katrina, after months of struggling with pain and loneliness, seems to be finding herself again in peaceful moments in a foreign land. The latest photos of her at a resort in Italy are not simply the image of a star, but also a sign of a woman gradually letting go of the past, learning to love herself more. As for Sam, although he still keeps silent in public, his small actions, his rare appearances with deep, thoughtful eyes, make many people believe that he is also on a journey to find balance in life. Perhaps he is learning to live with things that cannot be changed, with the wounds left by love. And above all, is looking for a way to move forward, not only for his career, but also for himself. Their story is like a sad but hopeful song, a journey of souls who once loved passionately, but then had to learn to let go. It reminds us that not all love is destined to have a happy ending, but every experience is a valuable lesson that helps us grow and become stronger. And for loyal fans, this story still has many unanswered mysteries. Will Katrina and Sam find harmony one day, not only on screen, but also in real life? Or will they choose their own paths, leaving in the hearts of fans beautiful memories and lessons about love, sacrifice, and forgiveness? Only time will tell, and in that silence, loving hearts still silently follow, praying for the two to find true happiness, even if it is no longer together. Because sometimes love is not necessarily about belonging to each other, but knowing how to cherish the moments you have had and leaving beautiful memories forever in your heart. Although the veil of secrecy was gradually lifted, the truth was still covered with thick layers of unnamed emotions. There were nights when Katrina sat alone in her small room, recalling the moments with Sam, the gentle gazes, the loud laughter on set, and the painful silences between them. Those were memories both sweet and bitter, making her heart ache every time she thought about them. As for Sam, he may have also once touched the ultimate loneliness when faced with the choice between love and career. The pressure from the public eye, the expectations of millions of fans, and the media waves that constantly beat on his private life all created an invisible wall separating him from the people he loved. In the world of showbiz, where every emotion can become a topic of discussion, it is difficult to distinguish what is real and what is a play. But for Katrina and Sam, that love was once present with all sincerity, even though the ending was not as expected. And perhaps the most precious thing is not perfection, but the honesty in facing oneself and the limitations of life. In the coming time, their story will still be a topic of discussion, not only in the fan community, but also spreading to the media. Katrina's supporters hope that she will find new peace and happiness, while Sam's lovers are still waiting for him to explain or make an official statement. But perhaps silence is also an answer. Silence to heal, silence to reflect, and silence to start over in each person's own way. And no matter what the love they once had, left an indelible mark, a testament to the power of emotions, to dreams, and even the pain that people have to go through on the journey to find themselves. As the days go by, each news, each image, each word seems to be a small piece of the puzzle connecting the complex picture of the relationship between Katrina and Sam. But despite many assumptions and rumors, the truth belongs only to them, people who have loved, been hurt, and once hoped. There are days when Katrina returns with a calmer look, even though the wounds in her heart have not healed. She spends a lot of time for herself, finding hobbies, traveling to heal the fragments of the past. In those moments, people see a resilient woman who knows how to face and overcome. Sam still maintains his characteristic secrecy, but many times he reveals changes through his eyes and facial expressions. A close friend revealed that Sam is focusing on new projects, but inside, he still carries with him feelings and unforgettable memories. He knows that there are things that cannot be held on to, but always remain in the heart, becoming an indelible part. Their story is not only an entertainment news, but also a story of maturity, of times when we have to learn to let go and love ourselves more. It reminds everyone that in life, not every relationship can be perfect, but every experience is valuable to make us stronger. And for fans, even if they break up, even if they are silent, they always cherish the beautiful moments they once had and hope that both Katrina and Sam will find true happiness for themselves. Happiness that is not bound by the past, but the freedom to live true to themselves. Because sometimes the greatest love is not being together forever, but knowing how to let go at the right time so that both can live with their own hearts on separate but still meaningful paths. And then the story continues. But not with words or bright spotlights, but in the silences, the secret thoughts that only Katrina and Sam understand. Maybe their love has passed, but the memories and emotions they shared will forever be engraved in their hearts as a part of their lives that no one can erase. Will they find each other again one day? Or will they just be friends, colleagues, or even strangers carrying a beautiful but tearful love story? Only time will tell. But no matter what, those who love them will always follow still hope and cherish the moments they once had, because that is a testament to the power and complexity of true love. And in this ever-changing world, the only thing that is certain is love, whether joy or pain, is always a journey worth cherishing and living to the fullest. And then the story continues, but not with bustling words or bright spotlights, but in deep silences, with secret feelings that only Katrina and Sam can understand. Their love may have gone away, but the memories, the sweet and painful emotions are still imprinted in their hearts, like an inseparable part of life that no one can erase. Will they find each other again one day? Or will they just be friends, close colleagues, or even strangers carrying within them a beautiful but tearful love story? Only time can give the answer. Time will heal the wounds, who will give them the opportunity to understand themselves better, to learn how to let go or hold on in the most complete way. And throughout that journey, perhaps both Katrina and Sam will realize that it is not always necessary to belong to each other for love to be called complete. For loyal fans who have followed them over the years, this story is more than just a temporary entertainment news or scandal. It is a testament to the complexity and power of human emotions when joy and pain, happiness and loneliness are always intertwined, creating diverse colors in the picture of life. Although we know that not all love stories have happy endings, what they have had, the moments of laughter, the moments of secret sharing, will forever be a source of inspiration, a lesson in the courage to love and accept, and in a world that is constantly changing. The only thing that is certain is love, whether it can bring joy or pain, is always a journey worth cherishing and the most precious memory in each person's life. We may not know what lies ahead, but one thing remains unchanged. The human heart always longs to be loved, to be understood, and to be touched. And Katrina and Sam's story, however it ends, is a testament to that. A testament to sincerity, dreams, and hopes that never die.